Hello and welcome to the 222nd installment of the Synapse Misfire Podcast. I'm your host, Chris, joined by the host, Jordan.
That's me.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Where does this thing go?
So, as always, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, Spotify, Pocket Cast, and the RSS feed linked below. YouTube and Spotify have a video platform where you can see us. Instagram, TikTok, you can contact us. And you can also do so via email, synapsemisfire@pm.me. Send us your comments, questions, concerns, and death threats. Double thumbs up. I got the double seal of approval. Damn. Oh. No, I guess I'll just leave. You can just finish this solo, I suppose.
You don't want a solo version of this.
It's just you like, how's the weather?
No, because I will just fucking start belting out my internal monologue, and it's not good.
So how did the last episode end up being 3 hours and 48 minutes?
How did the last episode end with you on a terrorist watch list? Well, I don't know. I just kind of started riffing, and then
Wherever the wind took me.
Next thing you know, I was on the phone making calls.
So wherever the wind took you, Chris.
Yeah.
Whoa, man! Whoa! Don't hold me up here.
Oh, sorry. Trigger discipline.
What have you been up to? Anything phenomenal?
Not really. Like I said, I've been doing
Stuff and things.
Yeah, like wizardry with this sort of server project or whatever. I've been writing stuff. I've just been doing like fucking nothing interesting.
Whole lot of nothing.
I just live a pretty normal Bob type life these days.
Got the name Chris for a reason, you know.
It's pretty
mundane.
normal Bob life. I wake up, I go to work, hi, how are you? Lovely weather we're having. I go, hang on, I'll transfer your call. Shit like that.
Would you believe those are two different episodes you just referenced?
I know they are. There's
He gets beat up by the bully.
Yeah.
That's that one.
And then the other one's where he fucking rounds himself.
Hi, I'm normal.
Hi, I'm normal.
Pretty sure the episode's actually called Normal Bob. Funny enough.
Normal Bob?
Something like that.
I've just been calling him Normal Bob. Me and the Bob are cool like that.
You guys go way back, though.
Me, Bob, Pat, Squid.
Sand. You don't hang out with Sand?
No, that rotten bitch. Me and Plank, though. Me and Plank?
Plank. Yeah, actually,
Me
Plank.
and old Sheldon.
Shelly J.
Shelly J.
Isn't Plank the guy from Ed, and Eddie?
Plank is the Plank from Ed, and Eddie, yes.
I want to buy that series. They have a box set of that whole series. I want to buy that.
Yeah, when you buy it, let me get my grubby, dirty mitts on it so I can rip it, and then so I'll have it for my collection.
Yeah, because I have the SpongeBob one. I just got Lexi got it technically, but I told her she should get it. It's the Courage the Cowardly Dog series, so we watched through that. And Ed, and Eddie's on the list. I also want to get all of Ben 10. I'm talking the shitty live-action movie.
All of it?
All of it. I want Ben 10. I want Alien Force. I want Ultimate Alien. I even want Omniverse, because I never watched Omniverse, because that was like the hyper-stimulating Gen Z, or Gen Alpha, whatever the youngest generation is, version. All its stupid sprite art and shit like that. So, I'd like to get all of it, though, at some point.
Interesting. There's a lot of things I'd like to just buy. Thanks to the advent of streaming, I don't know how many box sets of shit exist anymore.
A good amount, surprisingly. Like, of older stuff. I don't know about, like, new stuff, but I bet you could get, like, Breaking Bad as a box set.
Yeah.
If it was on TV, I'm sure you could. And it was. It was AMC or something?
AMC.
Yeah. So, you definitely could, I bet. I don't know. I enjoy the idea of a box set as I've gotten older. It's like, I just have this thing, and I can just put it in, hit play.
I'm getting more and more interested in, as I said, owning things.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm a big physical book person too. Buy a physical book, and then I'll get it for the e-reader too. But like, I want the physical. So if the e-reader blows up or whatever,
or if the author does something heinous and gets all his shit removed,
I got the book still.
See, we want to avoid Fahrenheit 451, right? That's like the goal.
Yeah, exactly. Like I want to keep books. And I think, maybe there'll be a time, like I said last episode, that you'll come to me. You want a little, I don't know, you want a little book? You want a little something to read? You'll come to me. I got whatever you want. I got Stormlight Archive. I got the Blade itself, first book, the First Law trilogy. I have a print copy of Ted Kaczynski's Manifesto. Alex gave that to me in front of our boss. And those are the 3 books.
That was the Ted Kaczynski thing. That was at my work, right?
Yes.
All right, I thought so because I remember that.
It was our birthday because our birthdays are right next to each other. So Alex walked in and announced he had gifts for us. And mine was a copy of the Unabomber's Manifesto.
Yeah. I got a tungsten cube. That was cool. I still have that. It's still at my desk.
I want to get one of the big tungsten cubes, but I really don't fucking have the money for all that.
Like the one that's like the size of this mixer.
Yeah, the 4-inch tungsten cube. It's like $1,600, and I just like.
Is tungsten that expensive?
Tungsten's yeah, because it's also not useful for a ton of shit.
Oh, you don't want to build like a bridge out of it or anything?
No, definitely not.
Heaviest bridge in the world.
The shit that it's useful for is very, very niche applications of like being very high heat. Like they use like glow plugs in a diesel truck. Those are tungsten rods.
Yeah.
Because tungsten, it's real hard to melt. You're gonna get real hot.
Yeah, I feel like that, and then you could use it as weights to sink to the bottom of the ocean if you were maybe in the mafia. That'd be a good.
Well, at that point, because
use lead even.
Yeah, at that point you just use lead.
Is lead? Well, lead's not dense or something.
Lead's not as dense, but lead costs nothing.
They used to put that shit in paint.
they used to just give it away.
Yeah. Honestly, if you just killed someone who's like 80 years old, there's probably some inside their intestines somewhere. Just get some of that, you know?
Probably. I had a buddy who just like collect. He's kind of like me, but a little. He collects a little more esoteric things than I would. Guy I work with. He and he was just asking if anyone had like spare lead. He just like collects metals and things. Real interesting guy.
Yeah. Yeah, sure sounds like it.
But yeah, I was just saying, I'm pretty sure like you can just buy loose lead because like fishing weights are made of lead, and then it dawned on me that not anymore. No, the fuck they aren't.
What are they made of now?
Probably something else, but definitely not lead anymore.
Yeah.
I actually don't think you can use lead ones anymore, but like I have a bunch of old school ones that my dad gave me, and it has he has the mold so you can pour lead in and make fishing weights, which that's pretty neat. I don't know how great I feel about throwing lead into the water. I've not used any of the lead fishing weights, I want to be clear. I've used steel ones, but never lead.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems a little rather pollutant.
Probably not the greatest, especially there's a lot of places you can fish that then get tapped for drinking water.
Yeah.
You know? So maybe not the best idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
But fuck it. Get heavy metals poisoning. See if I care.
Because I don't.
Because there's too much lead in my brain.
I can't believe we are like an interesting generation still. Where like
you can say that.
I do remember growing up and like where I lived still had lead paint.
There's still lead paint in this, not in this house anymore. There's down back. There's lead paint.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like it's.
There was a shitload of it when we moved in, though.
Really? Did you guys just scrape it all and repaint it, or?
Yeah, it got painted over. When we moved in, I was maybe 5-6 years old, and I remember being told, any paint flakes off the wall, don't eat it. And perfectly normal thing to tell a child, by the way. Like, hey, just don't, this could have lead in it. Don't eat it. But that was so confusing to me because I was like, why the fuck would I eat paint? Or it's like Play-Doh, too. It's like they made it non-toxic so you can eat it. Like if your dipshit kid eats it. But it's like, why the fuck would I want to eat this?
There's nothing that sounds appealing about it.
Yeah, paint, glue, Play-Doh. Crayons.
Yeah.
Like I just never ate, and any of these things, none of these things ever occurred to me.
Yeah.
To like, oh, that's an option. I can just eat a fucking non-edible sort of thing.
Yeah, I feel like I drew that line pretty young as a kid, is like what's edible and what's not. And maybe that was partially being like a little picky too. Like I was fairly picky as a kid, but like still, I never walked around and was like, I'm gonna eat that.
I think I was definitely pickier as a kid, but it's just because I was a bitch. I was just a real,
me too.
prick.
Yeah.
Now I'm a little less discerning.
Yeah. No, I eat a lot of things now, actually. It's come a long way. Like, if you showed 10-year-old me sushi, I would have shot myself on sight. But now I'm like, yeah, I fuck up some sushi.
I still don't like sushi as a concept.
Yeah, I mean, I try not to think about it as a concept. I just eat it for what it is. Like, spicy tuna roll. I don't think about the fact that there's some raw-ass tuna.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like the idea of raw food in me. That's not like a vegetable.
This guy likes raw dogs, so you know what I'm saying?
Why the fuck would you say that, dude? Why would you say that to me?
You know what I want to know, Chris? I want to know? Why is our camera always dying when it's plugged in? This thing sucks.
Because technology, we're in a death spiral.
Oh, here we go again.
Technology. Constantly, year over year, things are getting worse and worse and worse and worse, all in the name of increasing profits and decreasing costs. Even though I paid about $1,000 for this camera and lens, it doesn't mean it's gonna function. It doesn't mean the charging circuitry doesn't suck cock, dick, balls, and ass.
Fair.
Why would you even suggest that this should function properly after paying $1,000 for it?
It's fair. It's like when we did the podcast remotely 2 episodes ago. I heavily debated using my own camera for it instead of my phone, but then I remembered that I can only record for 30 minutes for some reason.
I'll tell you the reason.
Hit me with it because I forget. I know it's a tax thing or
It's
whatever.
taxes. So if there's a recording limit, a time limit, and it used to be lower. I think it used to be like 10 minutes. It's probably 30 now, if that one's 30. A camera being imported that can only record up to 30 minutes of video at a time is taxed as a photo camera, which the tax burden on that is lower than a video camera. It's chicken tax bullshit. It's like, it's not the same law, but it's the same principle where chicken tax is, you know how every vehicle is a fucking monster truck now? Mm-hmm. Chicken tax. Chicken tax put a very heavy import tax on light-duty trucks. So a company like Toyota can't, innovate and push into the market of like light, small pickup trucks. And that was in response to, I think there was an import tax that was put on chickens. So we tax light trucks, and now everything is and that's combined with like cafe standards. That's another thing entirely. That incentivize you to make a larger vehicle because it has to meet lesser emissions, and once it gets to a certain size category, it's exempt from cafe standards. But that's beside the point. It's the reason why, part of the reason why everything's a fucking huge monster truck now.
It is crazy when you see videos of like Europe, or like specifically the UK, let's say. People will be driving around, and these roads are like tiny. Like we're talking like 2 Fiat 500s could not go past these fucking things, past each other. And then I think about like the trucks I see around here. Like I have that video somewhere in my phone of that truck on the way here that I saw that was lifted to the point where like my forehead was at the top of the rear fender standing, and it had dualies on the back. And I'm just like, this thing's taking up a lane and a half just sitting here.
Yeah.
Like it was a monster truck, literally.
No,
that guy doesn't haul shit, by the way. Like,
that irritates the shit out of me. And it's more so, I think the biggest thing is, there's a lot of people who have these very large vehicles because anyone can just fucking buy them. My Tahoe's like this. It's fucking massive. But I'm a guy who knows how to handle massive equipment. So I can whip that thing around. I'm used to throwing around massive equipment.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
A lot of people aren't. So a lot of people have these giant vehicles, and because to drive a vehicle that large, you have to be very aware of where the corners of your vehicle are at all times.
And there's a lot more blind spots, too.
And a lot more blind spots when you're driving something that's shaped like a loaf of bread. Yeah.
Yeah. 26 feet long.
So you have to be very aware of what's going on. And most people aren't aware of what's going on in general. Never mind when they're driving.
Yeah.
So everyone drives like shit too. But the most annoying part is that every vehicle seems to be made such that the headlights are exactly where my window is.
Yeah.
On my Honda Accord, which isn't even that low of a car, the headlights are right there through my rearview mirror, and they're brighter than the sun. If the sun was 6 feet away from me.
Yeah.
It's genuinely blinding. So,
yeah, that part's pretty annoying. That was definitely an adjustment going from my Explorer to the Cobalt. It's not even a particularly low vehicle. Like I've seen plenty of lower stock cars, but yeah, everything SUVs nowadays are like eye level, headlight level with your windows. So definitely pretty annoying. I will say the least.
Yeah. It's all enshittification nonsense because we're dumb. It's like, I want bigger. I want a big car.
Yeah.
I want a big car.
Yeah, you should have to do like a separate road test for anything over like 15 feet long.
I
Maybe
think
even like 12 feet long.
I think when you get a license, the gross vehicle weight rating that you can drive, way too high. I think it should be like, when you first get a license, it should be like 3,500 pounds. Or 3,000 pounds even. Like my car's like 3,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty large car in terms of cars, as cars go.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
You're never going to have a situation like where someone who's 17 years old and just got their license needs to drive a fucking like F-350, you know?
No.
So.
Yeah, but dude, how's he going to pick up bitches, man? The bitches love the F-350, dude.
Shit, you're right. Fuck. What about an F-250? So he could get 100 Fs less bitches, but it's
still 250.
Yeah, it's still 250.
All right, we'll see. We'll think about it. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if you didn't grow up with like someone with a truck in your life and you didn't drive a truck or an SUV, like a big SUV, then it's tough. It is tough because like for me, my dad has only ever owned F-150 to 350s my entire life. This is the first time in my living life, that I have seen him have a Chevy. He has a Silverado 1500. So like before
he took the Chevy pill.
Yeah, before that it was always F-150 and then at some points F-350 and then one time an F-250. So like I understand big truck. I've driven his big truck. Like then when I got the Explorer, it was like the same thing. I had a 2003 Explorer. He had a 2005 F-150. It's literally the same vehicle.
Yeah, same chassis, yeah.
So, like, it was the same. But if you come from someone who maybe only has, like, a Corolla, and then you get your license and you hop in an F-150, you're going to be cooked. Like, it is a different feeling. Yeah,
I learned to drive on a Silverado 1500. 2011 Silverado 1500. Not a bad vehicle, I'll be honest. Same sort of platform principles as my Tahoe. And so now I know, I'm very aware.
Yeah.
I did pick up some bad habits where I pull too forward in parking spaces, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Because if you're accounting for a longer vehicle, obviously you're going to pull forward more.
It's
so
funny
now I
always
tuck way in.
Yeah. That's funny because I do that too. I literally went to a grocery store today and I backed into a spot and I was like, man, I feel like my front end is way out past all these SUVs. So I hopped out quick and looked at the back. I had like another 7 feet between the back of my car and the pole. I'm like, I gotta back up. I gotta do more. Like I still do that. I'll pull into a spot and pull way forward. So it's easier when you're pulling into a spot with another car there, obviously, or like head on.
Yeah.
If you're pulling through a spot, then it's a little harder. I tend to go too far forward. So I still do that.
I'm a big fan of the pull through because I'm lazy. I couldn't be bothered to back into a spot ever.
I like backing in.
I'm a big
search dominance.
I'm a big back outer guy, or I'll pull through. Backing in.
I search dominance, bro.
I suppose.
Once you get a nice car, like if you end up getting like a GR Corolla or something, you have to back that bitch in. That's like the rule.
I don't know if I care enough.
Come on. You're going to be a pussy, though? Come on. Instantly goes to back in and crashes.
Yeah.
Into
No,
a pole.
it's not even that
It's
I
fair.
can't. It's like if I'm going to a place, my goal is that place. So
Fair.
I'm just gonna. Oh, here's a spot.
Yeah. Fair.
Throw my arm.
Hey, it's
around.
fair. I like backing in just because it usually means you can get spots you wouldn't normally get because there'll be like another car blocking, so there is no option to pull through. But I would rather pull out of a spot than back out of a spot. So,
Yeah,
I don't mind backing out. I have no issue backing out. It's just I would rather pull out. It's like if you have to pick, why would you not pick to pull out?
I'm a guy who. I'm more of a sort of like scramble back out kind of guy. It's after.
Oh boy.
Never mind. I'm not going to continue that train of thought.
We'll just leave that one on the playing field.
That one, you can see. I'm going to beam it into you guys' brain right now. Now laugh. Please clap. It's like Jeb Bush did that one time.
All right.
He goes to like make a point, and he's like, he does the thing where he's like, and now I'm going to make my point. And no one did anything, and he just goes, please clap. And then people clap.
That's funny. That is pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Either way, I don't care. I'm more so just joking. But are you good?
Sorry, I thought there was like mold on the ceiling, but it's just there's some divots in the
In the paint, yeah. On
the
sheetrock.
joint compound.
Yeah, but someone didn't sand it very well. It's probably us, but
It's definitely us.
yeah, I'm joking. Anyway, I don't even fucking care. I usually just back in just because it's just easier.
What you mean you don't have a very serious dog in this fight, and you wanna fight me over it right now?
No, it's fine. It's all right. It's all right. Though, I will say, you know what else takes getting adjusted to? And you probably live this life now, too, because you have the Accord, and it's a coupe. But long trucks, long vehicles are something to get used to. Having massive doors is something else that you got to get used to. Like, the door, if you open both the doors on my car, it is genuinely longer than, like, an F-350. Like, it's crazy.
The fucking size of these things, it's it's kind of crazy.
They're the world's longest doors. And that took a little bit of getting used to because, like, I mean, I've never been someone who just opens the door and whips it open like an asshole. But, like, the wind, for example, you basically have plane wings.
Yeah, you have a sail.
Like, I've opened the door before in, like, strong winds, and I'm, like, getting yanked out of the door. That was the nice thing about the Yaris is there were so many holes in the door. It was very aerodynamic.
Right. It had a lot of weight reduction.
Yeah, so, and even though that one was a coupe, it also had regular size doors, which was weird. Like, I don't know. That car was weird. Like, I don't get it.
I'm very good at, like, slinking into my car because of the long doors. So I only need a gap, like, yay wide, and I can just suck the gut in, get my foot in there, and just slip on in.
Well, and that's the other thing, right? Because you got to think of it like a really long angle, right? So, like, even though the outer part of the door, the farthest part from the fulcrum, moved substantially, everything in between is still a really tight angle.
Yep.
So, like today, when I went to the grocery store, I opened the door, and there was no car there, and then I went inside, came back out, and there was a car there. And as I'm getting in, I, like, could only open the door from where I'm standing, like, 6 inches. But I had to, like, squeeze through there, and you have to, like, walk in, because it's not like you hit the edge of the door and your seat is there. You gotta, like, squeeze in there, and your seat's a little forward from where the door actually opens, so you're like, yeah, that's the most annoying part about a coupe, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
These
big-ass
fuck-off
doors, and then, like, if you want to put anything in the back, it's just such a fucking pain in the ass. I thought I wouldn't miss 4 doors. I kind of do. Being able to just open a back door and throw something in the back seat is nice. rather than like, I want to put something in the back seat. Now it's a whole fucking operation.
Well, and don't even get me started if it's like a non-malleable object too. So like, all right, if you have a grocery bag, whatever, you just slink that over the headrest into the seat. You got like something that's a square or a rectangular box that doesn't have any flex or give to it, and you're trying to like fucking squeeze this thing through a little hole above the headrest to like get it back there. That shit's annoying. I cannot wait till the day I have 4 doors again.
Yeah, one day I'll have 4 doors again. It's not a huge priority for me, but also like it would be kind of nice. It would be kind of nice. There's like a proper 4-door family car actually has surprisingly more room than I thought.
Yeah.
Like our buddy who's dead, our buddy who's an engineer, say that we're all engineers now. I don't know why.
Yeah, he still goes by that title.
He's got a Prius, like a new gen Prius, and the back seat actually, surprisingly, even for the ceiling's too low, but like surprisingly, it's pretty roomy.
Yeah.
Like I sat. We went to get ramen the other day, and there was 3 of us in the vehicle, so I got in the back, and I was like, I had to hunch a little bit.
Yeah,
but I had
room.
a ton of leg room.
Yeah, I sat in the back there when we were all on a trip one year, and I drove with him. I had Lexi in the front because she got sick, went to pick up pizza, and I sat in the back, and I was like, dude, there's so much room for activity back here.
Dude, there's a lot I could be doing back here. I mean, he's going to turn around. I got a table. I'm like,
laying out cards.
There's like 6 other people around.
Oh, my God.
Let's see.
Any fours?
Oh, you got a 19 stand? All right. Dealer shows, 21.
Get shit on, nerd. Guy opens the door and jumps out of the car. But yeah, that was his car's nice though. But I don't know. I feel like 4-door is definitely a nice thing, especially coming from me from like an Explorer. Bro, I had 7 seats in that thing because I had the 3rd row. I had the 4 doors. I had the glass hatch window and the full hatch. So I could open that thing 100 different ways. And
I've been going to mime school.
Yeah, I can tell. But yeah, so I don't know.
Tahoe's like that too. There's so much room for activities, and that Tahoe, it was the first year you could option it without a 3rd row, so it doesn't have a 3rd row. As in when I was gonna buy it, I was looking at it, I was like, I kind of would want to have a 3rd row, and then I thought about it for a second. I was like, when the fuck am I ever gonna use a 3rd row? I don't have kids. I have one friend. His name's Jordan. So I'm never gonna have 7 people.
There was one time with my Explorer that we all squeezed into. Don't think you rode with me, but I had like 6 people in there.
Oh yeah, no, that was the time I fucking full sprinted out of the back of the Explorer.
Oh, there was that time. Yeah, there was that time. But I'm talking about we went to McDonald's right over there.
Oh,
I had a bunch of people in there as well.
I remember when I had my Suburban.
We all went to Sonic.
We went to Sonic. And it was fully laden.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was chaos.
That's where we had that argument about what one of our friends said to the cashier.
No, that was when we were at Burger King. We were at your house.
Did we do that? I thought that was the same day.
No,
you're right. That is 2 separate things.
It was at your apartment.
Yeah. I think that was also in some big SUV. I don't know whose. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Lexi's Corolla. But really, all 5 of us would have fit in there, like reasonably.
It might have been his. I think he used to have a Trailblazer.
Yeah, it might have been that. Oh yeah, because he's the one who said it, so he must have been the driver.
Yeah. Same guy when we were in the Suburban like this sat in the front with me, and he was putting belt to ass while we were ordering. He's turning around. He goes, I will turn this car around.
Yeah, I do.
What are we ordering?
I do remember that. Oh, that was good times, man.
Trying to wrangle fucking 8 people's order.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Well, that's why my new go-to whenever I've had to do like a large order is like, you tell me what you want right now before we even get there. I write that shit down, and then I read it from a list. And if you try to add some bullshit while I'm there, go fuck yourself.
That's why I just, if I'm doing a large order especially.
Mobile order.
Here's the fucking app. Put it in the app. I gotta say, as much, and this is a crazy take from me.
Oh boy.
Me specifically. as much of like a Luddite and a reject technology guy as I am, odd, I know. Big fan of mobile apps. They all kind of suck dick in terms of functioning.
In the same way, too, yeah.
Like, I remember all these apps would crash. I don't use them anymore. I don't eat fast food. But, like, when I remember the McDonald's app crashed regularly for me.
Yeah.
It's probably because they were like, Jesus Christ, fat boy. You can't be eating this
Trying to do
much.
you a favor.
Yeah. But big fan of the mobile apps because I like being able to just yell a code at somebody and then they hand me food.
Yeah. Well, because then you don't run that risk, too, of, like, the cashier, like, you have to think, right? They're sitting here tapping on the screen, putting in your order as you're saying it. You get to, like, the fourth order item, they're probably like, this fucking asshole, like, motherfucker. So they're, like, they're barely listening, so then they mess up the order, and, you know, versus if you do it in the app, you put your shit in, you hit go, the app just tells them, make this.
Yeah.
That's it, you know?
Yeah.
So, I agree. I like to use an app for everything. For food, specifically.
Big app guy.
Yeah.
Big app guy.
It's funny because I feel like food apps specifically do have like the UE5 vibe to them where they're all the same.
Yes, I would venture to guess there's a single company out there that
Just
contracted with a bunch of fast food places to make their apps.
I'd have to guess too, yeah.
That's why they all have the same bugs.
Yeah.
I know the Chipotle app was dick for a long time. The Wendy's one wasn't that bad. The McDonald's one was shit.
Yeah, the Dunkin' one was shit for a while, but they revamped it and it got okay. It's still, I'd say it's actually pretty good now. I would venture that it's more towards like a good app right now, as it stands, as of February 14th.
Valentine's Day. There's a couple of us boys hanging out. That's why I questioned. I thought about it before you texted me yesterday. I was like, oh, tomorrow's Valentine. I don't know if Jordan realized we're supposed to do podcasts. He's probably like got stuff going on.
Yeah.
And then I get the text. I was like, I guess not.
Yeah, well, it's funny because
I guess he's got to hang out with his real love.
I had to get at least a little bit of loving in before I have to hang out with Lexi. Fuck, man.
Hang out with my bitch wife.
It's funny because I was supposed to, the last time we did the podcast, be like, hey, can we do a double up? But then we were going to do one anyway because you have a possible work thing. And then we didn't, and I never brought it back up. So, like, 4 days ago, I was like, hey, Valentine's Day is Saturday. And I was like, oh, shit, I have the podcast. But I was like, I'm not going to ask you to do it Friday because you have D&D and stuff. And I was like, whatever, I'll just do it. We're going out to dinner anyway. She has homework, so she's doing that right now. I'm like, whatever.
Right.
It is what it is. It's not like I would literally probably be sitting there playing High on Life 2 while she studies dental stuff.
Yeah, so you can do the pain in the ass stuff now so that, you know, when it gets a little later, you can tell her about how good it was to hang out with me.
Exactly. Yeah,
precisely. It's a little later, and you know you're at the dinner, and be like, "Man, I wish I was here with Chris instead."
I talked about how the podcast was so great at dinner. She's like, "Stop bringing him up! Stop talking!
Don't talk about him!
We don't say his name. You always have to bring him into everything." I'm like, "Well, I'm sorry, honey, but like Chris is just a man." Chris wouldn't yell at me like this in public, even though he has. Oh man,
I've never yelled at Jordan ever.
No,
I've never been angry with Jordan ever.
Actually, funny enough, I will say of our friend, I think we are probably the least ever angry.
I've yelled around Jordan more than I have at him.
Yeah, but like surprisingly, we do work well together. There's been a couple times where things got, I don't want to say heated, but got tense. Like when I wore the wrong shirt in Philly, that was pretty tense. I felt.
I think I was very annoyed, but I think
it was less about the shirt.
I regulated that well.
Yeah, no, you definitely did, and I also was like, kind of like, yeah, this is valid. Like, as soon as I said it, I was like, I fucked up. Like, I didn't try to deflect and be like, well, it's because you didn't tell me. I was like, no, yeah, I fucked up. That's my bad.
It was a fuck up, and I don't know. Maybe that's why I handled it better because I was like, I mean, shit happens, right? Like,
we don't exactly have a production manager here who's able to like.
Yeah, like I'd much rather. I'm much more willing to just forget and like or just like move on from things that are just shit happens rather than everything we have nothing we have is working right now. So
yeah, that's fair. What's funny about that Philly one too was I was so annoyed. It specifically annoyed me because frankly, I'll be honest with you, I didn't fucking care about the continuity of the video. Like we're not Mr. Beast here. Like, I knew we weren't going to have some billion view video
We're
on
better
our
than
hands.
Mr. Beast,
Exactly, we're way better. We have such an underground following, just a couple. That they matter more
a couple
than
of rats
any of his
scurrying around.
millions.
We see you.
We see you. So I knew, I was like, it's not like this is going to be some $1 billion production where we're going to get all this view and attention. What I was annoyed by was I felt like it went so well up until that point. Like, we were getting the shots we had thought of. We were able to do like the B-roll clips on the sidewalk. No one interfered. We didn't get like questioned as to why we were walking around with cameras. We were able to film the interaction.
Yeah, actually, people were super chill about having cameras around.
That's what I was like nervous for, and then none of that went wrong. So when I realized I had the wrong shirt, I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" It had to be something. It had to be something. That was one of our only productions that ever went smoothly, except for that. Like I was
except for my fuck ass shoes.
You and Lexi, bro. Her and her fucking Stitch. And you and your goddamn shoes, bro. I was like, I hate these two.
Man, I wish I because if I could do that now, like me currently,
easy work, light work.
I would have done that backwards and blindfolded and been like, all right, we would have made it in record time. I'd be carrying you.
Yeah.
You'd be over my shoulder.
Would have been carrying her because she had a fucking Stitch. Had her on your shoulder.
Yeah, I think that was one of the moments where like, man, I'm such a fat chud. I gotta stop doing it. I gotta lock in.
After we just ate cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Man, I'm such a loser.
And then it only took me like a year to lock in.
Oh my god. Yeah, but I don't even know how I brought up the Philly thing specifically. Something
how I never yell at you and I'm never angry at you.
That's what it was. Yeah. So we actually don't have a ton of those moments. The only other one is like Monterey with those bugs, but that wasn't like at me or Alex. That was we were all just pissed about the bugs.
Like I said, I've been angry and I've yelled in the presence of Jordan. I've been angry in the presence of Jordan. It's very rarely at him.
Yeah. There's a time
I get more annoyed with Jordan if he does something that I don't like speak to me or look at me or say, "Hey, Chris, we doing the podcast?" I'm like, this fucking guy again.
There's actually, it's funny because there's a switch that flips or whatever, and I've learned it over the years with Chris where like we'll be doing something and things aren't going well, and I know when I have to like kind of put the hat on and like tread this line and try to guide the ship. It's like the Titanic going straight at the iceberg, not scraping it. We're going head on, and like I'm up there like turning the wheel. I'm like, come on, and sometimes abort. Sometimes I can get you to the point where it's like dink off the iceberg, and I'm like, we're back on track. And other times we full send it, and I'm like, oh, this is the flip switch.
Sometimes it's you're good.
Yeah, and then sometimes I'm like, yeah, that switch flipped. He's done.
I think we both have a very distinct change in tonality and like and attitude when we hit that wall.
Yeah.
Where I can tell Jordan has a specific tone to his voice that he takes on that I'm like, all right, I should stop being a dickhead.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot better at not having that ruin the day in terms of my end where I'm like, well, now I'm angry. Yeah. So I'll just go and calm down for a minute. And I'm a lot better at it now. But I'm also like, I'm old now. I'm almost 25. Like we're getting into the later years of our lives as old men.
Yeah. I'm over here. I cannot stop. Like my face hurts right now from smiling because all I just had in my head was a distinct like image of the video of me unscrewing the oil filter and being like, huh.
That was so fucking funny because like I didn't actually see it happen, but I think Alex did. Where he was looking at it and you were doing this and he was filming it and you were doing this and he just like. You just like stopped for a minute as all this oil like, running down your hand.
I was like, oh.
You were like, interesting. Oh, yes, quite.
I don't think you could script that. That is like an unscriptable, real world, like, brain fart. That is the definition of a brain fart.
You went offline for a minute.
For real. Like, brief context for the clip, because I'm sure there's plenty of people who may see this that have never seen that. Chris tells me, I don't know whose car we're working on, yours or Alex's.
My truck.
It was his truck. He's like, yeah, the oil filter should be hand tightened. And I'm like, yeah, I don't usually hand tighten them, so it probably isn't. And I'm like, let me check it. And I start turning it. and it was hand tightened, so it started unscrewing. So I just continued to unscrew it. Mind you, we had not drained the oil. So Alex is watching me with the camera. He's like, "Hey, and I'm just like, huh." And I got it loose, and oil started coming out, and I just froze. I'm like, why is that happening? Why is the oil coming out of this? And then I'm like, oh shit. I tightened it back, but I spilled oil all over my arm and like a little bit on the frame. But it was a funny moment. It was pretty funny. Good times, man. Good times.
Man, I want to talk about something. I don't want to get into specifics here, but it's an overarching topic I want to talk about. People who are our age, or a little younger too, are so poorly socialized.
Yeah, I'd say it starts at our age. Like, it starts a heavy decline at our age. So, like, a little younger than us, it's really bad. Our age, there's a little bit 50-50 there.
I think I was very worried. Like, I had worried a lot in the past about my own communication skills. Like, man, my social skills aren't great. And I still don't think they're fantastic. But comparatively, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's just something I was thinking about because I had an interaction with someone yesterday. Like I said, I won't get into the specifics, but I was trying to help them with something. And I tried to initiate this interaction. Say, for example, Jordan, your Steam Deck blew up again. You're like,
damn it!
I need help with this. And I was at your house for some reason or another. I went, hey, Jordan, we can work on the Steam Deck thing right now. And then instead of saying, oh yeah, let me go grab it. Let me show you what's going on. You just like kind of looked at me. It was weird. It was a weird thing that happened.
Yeah.
And because I thought this Gen Z stare like myth, I thought this was a myth. And
Yeah,
then
it was just like a
happened to
joke.
me.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on? Why isn't this person speaking? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to ask you a question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I crazy?
Yeah, no, that happens. I agree. It is bizarre when it first happens to you. You're like, huh? What? And you don't know how to react. And like depending on the context, like I found myself sometimes getting like almost angry.
It like stun locks me.
Yeah, you're like,
like this is not how conversations flow.
You know what's funny? Gen Z stare is like the equivalent of the Chat GPT pause.
For real.
It's like, yeah, so I think I'm going to go grab the Steam Deck. Just bear with me one moment while I head out and do that.
Yeah, so it's interesting you say that. I usually take two approaches.
Yeah, like it is bizarre. Yeah, it's weird. And I don't know where it comes from. Like, I understand social skills and social media and blah, 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 and they don't have social skills. But like, where does the pause come from? Like, what is computing in that moment in time?
I don't know exactly.
Is it like I feel awkward and I don't know what to say, or is it like I'm computing what you're even asking me?
I think it's people who a majority of their interactions happen over chats of some sort. Like if most of your interactions happen over like a Discord text chat, you're obviously going to interact with people that way.
Yeah,
even
you
in
can
person.
pause and process those.
So
chats,
you can like
yeah.
look at the message and then like type something and then get
delete
out
it.
and then delete and get it. So that's probably what they're doing in their head, but they forget that there's an actual human in front of them. And I don't get me wrong, I've been guilty of this before, but I'm a much older and wiser man now, so I socialize quite a lot. I have so many friends. I have a circle of friends you wouldn't believe.
Can we cut back to like 8 minutes ago when Chris was like, I have my only friend Jordan. Just cut back to that, editor Chris. Just real quick, just
I'm not doing that.
You're gonna like AI dub me saying
Yeah.
something instead.
I'm gonna
Gaslight me.
I'm gonna cut that part out.
Oh shit! I didn't even think you had that power. I forgot.
Yeah, I control reality.
This is where the part where if you were like a really good editor, or like either of us were, we could do some like cool cuts and like flip us into different realities and stuff. But we're not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna do that. I'll be honest.
Welcome back to the Self-Aware Business Class Podcast. Not business class.
Business class.
Wait, what do we call it?
Working class.
I work for a business, so I was thinking I was business class, but I forgot I'm not business class.
I'm in coach.
Hell yeah.
I'm in coach.
They put me in the luggage hold.
I'm on Spirit Airlines.
I may die.
There's no seats left. It's only standing room on this plane. I had to fight a guy with a knife to get to the bathroom.
Yeah. It's like going through Brooklyn to get to that bathroom.
I went through the Bronx to get to the airplane bathroom on this Spirit Airlines flight. My point is, I think we're, as a people and as a generation, very, very, very poorly socialized. No one's got any social skills anymore. I don't know how to interact with people.
Yeah.
And it's not even like you give me nothing back. If I was like, I notice that this interaction is shitting the bed. So I try to like lighten the mood a little bit, try to make it a little less awkward.
A little more jovial.
So I make a little joke or here and there. It's just...
Yeah. I feel like for me...
It's fucking weird, man.
I feel like for me, where my social skills are most lacking is in response to, like, confrontation. So, like, I can chat it up with pretty much anybody.
Yeah.
And get along just fine. But if there's like a confrontation, let's say, I don't know, something's getting heated or tense, I tend to do almost like the Gen Z stare. I kind of just stare and observe, but I don't really give a ton of input. You know, like I don't try to diffuse or I don't try to also instigate. I just kind of stay neutral and like watch.
Depends on the nature of the confrontation.
Yeah, like I don't know. I find myself to be almost, I guess, timid with that stuff. So like I guess I lack that. Like if I was in a business meeting and someone yelled at me, I'd be like, yeah, fuck you. Like, I would just hit them with that and leave it at that.
A lot of things like that
Right.
are, if I see things getting tense, a lot of these things happen at work, and a lot of them are happening above my head. So if I have thoughts on it, I'm like, I probably shouldn't say anything.
You're punching uphill.
Yeah, because like who am I gonna yell at? You know, like who am I? This is just gonna do damage to me more
Yeah.
than anything else.
You don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Exactly. But not that happens often. Not that I work in a terrible environment. It's actually quite the opposite. But I'm okay with confrontation because I have a threshold of how much I care about things. Usually it's very low. Especially if it's a random stranger. And they do something. Say you're in the store. Someone's not looking where they go. They bump into you. Oh, shit, sorry. Oh, my fault.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Or like I'll cut close to the aisle or whatever so that someone's trying to leave the aisle and I almost run into them. Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't mean too much like that, though. I mean, like, if that escalates, the next tier above that. Like, say you're the one who bumps into them, or they bump into you, but they're like, oh, watch where you're fucking going. Like, I don't know how to respond to that. Like, I tend to just be like, okay, and just walk away.
Sorry. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what else you want from me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so, I don't know. I feel like that's where I lack, like, a social skill would be, like, in that aspect. Like, my dad, for example, you know, not the right thing to do. He would just, like, instantly load up his fist to punch someone in the face if they said that to him. I'm not like that.
Hey, watch where you're going, buddy.
And then I started blasting. I'm just
5
like,
big booms.
I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Like, I just like kind of stay neutral, walk away, sort of thing. So, which I guess is a good thing. I guess it's a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
Overall, you should load a nail into the head of that and just
So a nail in and then just
right in the eye.
see what happens.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I find that I don't. I always describe it as I stay out of confrontation, but it's not even necessarily on purpose.
I'm not a confrontational person. I don't know. I'll bring things up if I have grievances.
You mean gripances?
Yeah.
Haven't had that in a while.
I was I think when I did IT, I was a lot more willing to just be like a dickhead about stuff. Now I'm a little more tight-lipped with certain things. But if I have an issue with someone, I'll be like, "Hey, come on. All right,
Yeah.
I think you need to do this instead."
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have many of those instances at my work now, or in my life now generally, so I guess we'll see. I would say one thing I have improved on immensely is just being like level-headed when things do turn into like arguments or whatever. I mean, you know this firsthand, right? Galaxy Z Fold and all that. Like it used to be pretty easy to get me going. It's a lot harder now.
Which is rough to be around a guy like me.
Well,
when that's the
you know what's
case.
funny? I thought about this the other day. And by the other day, I mean like literally yesterday. And you might not even remember this. This is how minute it was. But for me, it still is in like the back of my head as like a kind of wish that didn't happen. do you remember like a while ago, probably 2 years at this point, me and our engineer friend had like an actual like argument about Bank of America at one of the fires?
Oh, I don't remember this at all.
And it was fine. I was actually not mad and like not arguing. But I don't think he was, 'cause we know how he is. I don't think he was truly arguing, but everyone else at the fire thought we were. And everyone turned on me as like, dude, just like stop. And I was like, okay, this got out of hand. Like I didn't expect that or whatever. Because we were just fucking around, joking. I was like, I literally yelled at him one point. I was like, I have a better interest rate or whatever. Like we were just yelling shit like that.
Okay, I vaguely remember this. I probably, if I was involved in this at all, I probably was proclaiming my undying love for credit unions.
Yeah.
I love a credit union.
But
I've
like,
never not been assigned to a credit union.
Oh, really?
I love a credit union.
But yeah, that happened or whatever, and like everyone thought we were like truly arguing, and it actually ended up getting like slightly heated amongst the group, and I'm like, damn, okay, I didn't expect that. Like,
shit.
Fuck. So, I've gotten better about like treading that line, knowing where it's worth interjecting my opinion.
I remember we had an argument. One time we had an argument at work about I cut that. We had an argument at work about Philips Hue light bulbs one time.
Yo, that was
that's
an embarrassing moment of my own.
Well, that's a different story because it was the late afternoon and it was like a Thursday or a Friday or something, and we were just doing this fuck ass bullshit task. Had to be done, but like it wasn't glamorous. So Jordan's helping us with this, and we're shooting the shit, and then we're talking about Philips Hue light bulbs, and I was like, "That's fucking stupid. I think that's dumb." And we went back and forth about this topic, and I was like, Jordan was like, "Well, I have a use case for it because like I live on the 3rd floor, and if I want to have the lights on when I go upstairs," I'm like, "Your use case is fucking stupid." And then Jordan, and then like I said, Jordan has that tone change, or like he started kind of getting annoyed, and I was like, "Oh, now he's mad."
Yeah,
I think maybe I twisted the knife a little bit on that one.
Yeah, I do remember that one because that was an irritating moment, and I don't really know why I cared so much. It probably was just like you said, late afternoon. Probably wasn't having the most fun at work in general.
No, probably not.
And then that. See, the thing is, you know this. The audience doesn't really know this. My job is to basically argue with morons all day.
Yeah.
So then to argue with a moron.
Yeah, no.
About something so minuscule.
Imagine you're having a bullshit day. You're like, "Oh, I can do this like mindless task with a couple of my friends," and then you got my fucking stupid ass going, "Oh, you're stupid and dumb." How about that?
Oh man, yeah, that was interesting. Well, I remember that too. It wasn't even just you though, because Alex was also like pushing with you and backing you.
Yeah.
So it was both of you guys. So I was getting like tag teamed, and yeah, I remember being heated. And I don't even think it was necessarily even really that heated about that. I was just mad in general. So, but then I don't remember if we ever like squashed the beef there. Not that there was beef to squash, but like I don't remember if I came back in and was like, my bad for getting mad, or if it was later. I don't remember. But
I don't know if I cared that much.
I don't know. Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, what happens? I left for a little bit. Like I went and did something else, or had to do something in another room, and then I came back, and it was like silent. We weren't saying anything, and then one of us, you or me, like made a joke, and we started laughing. Like, all right, we're good.
Yeah, we're cool.
We're chilling.
I think. I think maybe there's an implicit understanding that an argument about fucking light bulbs wouldn't do any lasting damage.
No, I have the receipts.
Imagine if we had that argument, and you were like, "I fucking hate you now." I'd be like, "What is your problem? What is your deal, dude?"
We post a final Synapse Misfire episode, so we're actually gonna break up the podcast. And the reasons, we weren't gonna talk about this on the mic, but the reasons are, Chris thinks Philips Hue light bulbs are dumb. So.
Yeah, because they are.
It turns into like a cartoon dust cloud with fish coming out.
Yeah, there's fish. There's like a cat paw that comes out.
You see my arm pop out going, "My iota."
I think.
Oh man.
Well, I can be. I think like I said, I prod a lot. One of my favorite things to do. but I'm more discerning now. I've gotten more discerning over the years.
Well, I think both of us have gotten better at not only like just like you said being discerning, but also like time and place, the vibe of the conversation. Like we know when to throw a jab, right? If someone's telling a heartfelt story in our friend group about something that bothers them, you don't just throw a right hook. You know what I'm saying? You kind of you play to your audience, you play to the vibe, the tone.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that's really. That's all it is. You learn.
So it's more and more rare that I that I find myself. There's times where you can physically feel that you picked the wrong dialogue choice.
Yeah, you get the so and so will remember that.
More and more now do I catch that before it happens.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it'll happen and I'll immediately be like, I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
I didn't. That was a bad one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or I'll go. I think I did this the other day. I was like, I said something. I went, I'm being a dickhead now. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it's about you learn people, you learn how to do that stuff. It comes with time. You're never gonna hit. You're never gonna bat 300 or whatever the fuck they say. Bat 100. So
bat 1,000.
Bat 1,000.
You bowl a 300.
That's what it is. Bowling. I went bowling recently. My ass got like a 120. I'm fucking ass.
Dude, you probably like double my average score. That's crazy.
Dude, I'm fucking ass at bowling.
I'm so dog shit at bowling. I
just don't got it.
So I think there was one time I went where I don't think I hit a single pin for the first half of the game.
Did you? And I had the bumpers on.
It's rare. It's rare that I break 100 when I bowl.
Really? I feel like you have like the build for bowl though. You're tall. You got long arms.
It's no skill at all. I am walking up, I'm hucking a ball, and that's it.
I feel like with bumpers, you'd be elite then. Because you just have so much velocity behind it.
Yeah, I try to, like, fucking whip the ball. And then there was one time I locked in and got 4 strikes in a row, and then that never happened again.
Yeah, I was pissed because when we went bowling, I got 2 in a row, and then on my third, I got 9. I was trying to get a turkey. I was pissed.
Turkey.
It's like, God damn it.
Yeah, I'm not good at bowling. There was a time I haven't been in a while, but like we were going fairly regularly, and I wasn't improving.
No, you're actually getting worse somehow.
I take like I said, I just huck a ball down the lane, and whatever happens, happens. There's no skill. I'm not aiming. I'm just throwing.
Yeah, that's fair. We need to get Alex back on this podcast at some point. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, we can tell him how much he's bald.
Yeah. Can make fun of him the whole hour. It ends with him blowing both of our heads off.
Yep.
Cut that so it just says it ends with him blowing both of us.
Didn't we have a TikTok where that got taken down because we talked about doing gay sex acts on Alex?
Yeah. So I don't think it got taken down. They just muted the audio, which is essentially taking it down.
Literally 1984.
When it's entirely a podcast clip.
You're censoring my speech.
Dude, our TikToks did numbers. Gonna find a way to get back to doing that at some point. We had like one with like 2,000 views, bro.
I have a suggestion. Mm-hmm. I have a suggestion. We slow the Earth's rotation so there's more hours in a day.
I feel like that's not a bad idea.
If I had a few more hours in a day, we would be doing a lot more stuff.
Yeah. The TikToks take a while. Like, to make a truly, like, interesting 1-minute TikTok of this podcast, like, cutting together dialogue, took a long time.
It sucks because, like, the subtitle part of it I can do. I have to edit them on occasion, but, like, the Adobe transcription is pretty good.
Yeah.
But then now editing together, cutting down the clip so it has the right amount of context in it. And then I'll do like a little thing where we both fit into the portrait frame where I stack one of us on top of another. And then I have to cut to a full frame and a full frame or whatever based on who's talking. Dude, I'm not going to spend an hour and a half making a 60-second video.
No.
I don't really feel like doing that. When I was like, I could be sleeping. I could be going to the gym. I could be straight stroking the skin off my shit right now.
Oh, man.
I could be leaving scabs on that thing.
Looking like bro has atopic dermatitis, bro.
I could be looking like I'm trying to start a fire right now.
Damn. Fucking
Yeah.
ever hit one of those?
Yeah.
The Play-Doh rolls. That's what I call that. Play-Doh roll.
Sometimes I'll get you do this one and then you do the double-ended Indian burn.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's an acceptable term to use anymore, but
I don't think so.
Indian burn?
No. What is that even like? I never knew why it was called that anyway.
I have no idea, but I think they're using that term to refer to native peoples rather than like Indian people.
Ah, I gotcha.
They're two groups, and I think there's some native people who don't mind, but
Fair.
who am I to say? Who
Fair.
am I to say?
Fair.
I'm just a guy. I'm just
A working class guy.
I'm just a working class lazy chud, and I just
I like that, Chud. Well, welcome back to the Synapse Misfire Podcast. I'm your host,
welcome back
Chud.
to the Chudcast.
Chudcast. Damn.
It's me, Chud.
Are we done with this thing?
Yeah, dude, I'm full of piss again.
Shit, bro. So.
No, piss.
Shit, bro.
No piss.
Fucking flip the table. One of these days, like when we're actually, if we ever like, we're actually gonna stop the podcast, we're not gonna say it. We're gonna stage like a fight. That's what we have to do.
It has to end.
The last ever episode stages a fight.
It has to end with us both drawing a gun on each other and shooting each other in the head at the same time.
Yeah.
And we make it so unbelievably realistic, and we don't ever post anything to the internet ever again.
We change our names, our identities. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as always, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, Spotify Podcast, and the RSS Feed link below. There's YouTube and Spotify where you can see us in a video platform. Instagram, TikTok, you can contact us. And email, synapsemisfire@pm.me. Send your comments, questions, concerns, and death threats.
And tell us about your social skills. Give us 3 fun facts about yourself.
They're not going to do that.
No, don't. Please, actually, don't do that. I don't care.
I'm not going to do that.
Bye. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Well, yeah.